Hello and welcome back, I'm Gaijin Kaiju and this is a Kamigawa Neon Dynasty bundle. Now the first things I noticed straight away were that they've gotten rid of the plastic wrap that these used to come in and have turned the cardboard sleeves into a wrap of sorts. And secondly, they've gone smaller, albeit only marginally. If I compare it to a previous style of bundle, here's a Modern Horizons one for comparison, it's about an inch shorter, but still about the same width, which leads me to believe they've finally gotten rid of that pointless little cardboard box they used to come with, which was only really good for dice and counters. But that aside, now let's have a look at the contents of the bundle and see what, if anything, has changed, aside from the switch to set boosters instead of draft boosters, but we'll get to that soon. Alright, so now that it's open, we can see that it still includes the random mini print thing, which is a slightly bigger version of the pre-release sheet. Whilst I like the art, these feel really unnecessary. If you need to include something, bring back the little collector booklets. Remember those? Wasted paper aside, the box looks bigger, but that's because they have this random card insert inside with what I assume are counters and tokens? It's really not clear what these are supposed to be for. We've got our 8 set boosters, which I'll talk about shortly, and our land packs, which are in waxy paper boosters now. Good on them for getting rid of unnecessary plastic wrapping, I guess. And lastly, the 20-sided dice, which I thought was going to be glittery or sparkly, but it is just splotchy blue and pink paint and 2 reference cards, but who cares about that? Let's crack these packs. So I said I'd talk about the boosters, and this is where the biggest change to bundles is to be found. Starting with Midnight Hunt, they've changed bundles to include 8 set boosters instead of 10 draft boosters. I'm split on this change personally. If you look at it from a straight card quantity perspective, you're worse off. 8 set boosters is only giving you 96 cards as opposed to the 150 you'd get with the 10 draft boosters. But if you look at it from a card style perspective, you're getting more showcase and foil cards, assuming that those are what you're after. There's also the possibility of getting extra rares and an even smaller possibility of getting something off the list, not to be confused with the reserve list, and which changes each set. However, the price is what's most important to some, and when you look at the price of set boosters, you're getting a very small discount by buying the bundle, as opposed to buying 8 individual set boosters, with the bundle costing roughly $65 to $70 and set boosters costing roughly $10. For comparison, prior bundles also cost roughly $65 to $70 and draft boosters are about $7 a pack. So that was the Neon Kamigawa bundle. They've made some interesting changes, but it's hard for me to be a fan of some of them. Yes, the reduced amount of plastic waste is good, and so is getting rid of the unnecessary mini box, but you've just replaced that with a random sheet of counters, most of which are completely pointless, though not as pointless as the mini prints. Perhaps the most disappointing thing about the bundle, and this applies to most bundles, is the land packs. Whilst I appreciate getting them, I'd much rather you either include all basic foil lands or all non-foil full art lands. Why insist on giving us barely half a playset of foil lands? That all being said, I did still enjoy opening it and cracking packs. But what do you think? Should they stick with set boosters? Should they change the land packs? Let me know down below. I've been Gaijin Kaiju, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.